long, medium, so yeah, I'm finding it's like we're fighting from far away, we're fighting from pretty close, we're fighting from the middle. Far away from somebody, all you do is close, like roll around, around.
Hello, hello. Mr. Bernard is talking right now a little bit about stuff.
All of that stuff happens in that little range, right? So generally, training started with getting past the Muay Thai menu. So easy, like soccer, easy sport. Hard to do, but easy to learn. You don't have to have 50 kicks. A front kick, a round kick, maybe a spinning back kick, and side kick, that's about it. If you want to front kick. The close court is jiu-jitsu. Position, and once you're in position, relax. Now, you don't have to be a Gracie Black belt to be competent at a little jiu-jitsu. If you look at your MMA fights, which I think, what I love about the MMA sport is that I think it's sloppy. It is a little sloppy sometimes, you know. I'd like to see it a little better technically, you know. But it weeds out what works and what doesn't. And if you just keep a stat, what works when you're on the ground? Well, get on top and pound it. That works. Straight arm bars, you know, Kimuras, rear naked chokes. You know, there's like 5 or 7 really common sort of locks or chokes. And if you can get those, if you have a mastery of those, you're going to do okay against the peer. Are you going to do okay against a professionally trained fighter? No, probably not, you know. But that's not the point. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about some slug out of Walmart, like giving you a hard time in front of your car. You end up on the ground. What do I do? You know, get on top, ground pound, you know, or get them in a rear naked, right? If you have 6 or 7 basic things that you're good at, you know, you can muddle through. Does that make sense? You a scuffle at school, you don't have to fight for 40 minutes. The hall monitor is going to be there. They're going to put a stop to that in like a minute. Actually, a minute would be a long time. You know, 2 minutes, you know, 30 seconds, right? So if you just last that minute, that 2 minutes, till somebody's going to come break it up, you know, you're going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? If you're out in the woods on a deserted island and it's just you and the bad guy, I don't know. It might not quite be enough. I don't know. But I'm saying in your daily life, most of that is okay. You know, the middle range is very bad. The middle range is very, because anything can happen in the middle. You get hit, you get kicked, you get headbutted, you get thrown, you get choked out, you get stabbed, like all kinds of bad things happen in that middle range, right? And there's some drills and some things. The knife drills are middle range kind of concepts, right? And the idea isn't to be like, oh, I learned how to use a knife. The idea is to learn a concept. Hey, when something comes at me like this, I respond in this way. I respond in this direction. I respond with this kind of response, right? And you don't have to have, the idea is not to learn 1,000 techniques. That's going to get you killed, man. You don't need 1,000 techniques. You just need 4, 5, 6, 7 things that are applicable in general to all situations. You know what I'm saying? Right? And those are the kinds of things that we're trying to get across. Right? The karate system uses bunkai and one-step sparring and kumite, a little bit of kumite, to try to infuse those ideas. Right? Kumite, like live kumite, gives you, like my life experiences, never in my life have I ever been out in the world and they were like, oh yeah, stinky butt, oos, go. You know, that never happened. Never happened. The value of kumite is that by trial and error, you get to learn what works and what doesn't. Because that's how we learn, right? We study by learning the techniques and practicing it, right? But you could study karate and throws like to your face, right? Until you have to put that fat guy who outweighs you by 30 pounds in a headlock, you don't really know if it's going to work or not. So what kumite does is kumite gives you the opportunity to try things and figure out, oh, you know, that doesn't work. Like I'm old now. I used to like to kick and hit people in the head, you know. I'm 56, man. You know, when I go to work, I got steel toe, knee-high boots on, jeans, you know, heavy coat. I can't do that, dress like that, you know. And my age, I have to warm up for 20 minutes before I could hit you with a spin and kick, right? Even if I could. So I don't do those things anymore, right? Those don't work for me. I do the things that work for me now as I am. And that's true for you guys as well, right? So if you're a young person, you might be able to do that, but you don't have to warm up for 20 minutes. You're like, oh, I'm warmed up, and then you do it. You know what I'm saying? But like me, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So wisdom is figuring out, you know, what works for you and using it. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're gonna do a couple of different things today. And yeah, we're gonna probably end up in the lines, right? But remember that the things that we're learning are applicable to all situations. Because we're not in the block, we're not necessarily in the karate realm, we're in the Chinese realm at the moment. Okay? Okay. Show me. Great. Okay, great. You're right. All right, now I want you to partner. And you two are going to be perfect. So you got to be partners. You two, and you come with me. Yeah, come on, shut up. Okay, in the very first sequence, all we're gonna do is we're gonna bounce a little bit like this, right? And I'm gonna reach out and throw a jab to my partner's face. My partner is gonna put their hands up like a box, right? So if I made a little box in front of me, I'm gonna put my hands like this high, and I'm gonna just parry like this. Parry means a slight redirection. So when you punch at my face, right, I take my open hand and I just slightly redirect it, just slightly, so it misses. It's like a moonshot, you know. If you miss the moon by like 1 degree, you know, it's the same as if you miss it by 10 degrees. Right? As long as it misses, it worked. You follow what I'm saying? So if you're by yourself, you want to move around, right? And you want to warm up by moving your hands like this, right? To pretend. So pretend the punch is coming. Boom, move out of the way a little bit, and practice moving your hands back and forth like that. Okay, look. You don't need to trick them. You're not trying to be like, you're not trying to like fake them out. You're not sparring. I'm guard up. I'm just gonna give him a straight jab. One, boom. He parries. I bounce a little bit. Two, right? Give him another one. Three, right? And he just keeps working like that. Boom, right? Just like that for 1 minute. Okay? One side, from the other. Go. Right, you want me to throw? No, bro. Okay, so you go on. Your fingers together. Straight in. With your hand. So instead of trying to parry across, just go straight in. Okay. Perfect. Keep the fingers in. Keep it together so you don't have to reach one. Good. And if you anticipate a little bit, it's okay. Shoot your hand out. You don't have to wait to the end of it. You think I'm going to throw it? Reach out. Now let the other side go. You know, we're gonna go ahead. Him and I don't know where to go. Okay. We're gonna go one ahead of where they're working. Okay. So now in the next series, he's gonna throw jab cross. He's gonna throw the lead and then the cross. So there's one, right? And I'm gonna parry the first one, the second one, and I'm gonna parry that one, right? So I'm just going like this. 1, 2. I parry with the opposite hand he punches with. So he's throwing his jab. I'm parrying with my rear hand, the hand that's in the rear. He throws his rear hand. I parry with my front hand, right? So he goes jab, cross. Okay, I'm going to show them, but you know what we're going to do. Now, you find it? Okay, now you're going to take a minute. Now you're going to take a minute. You're going to go like this. My partner's going to throw jab, cross. And I'm going to parry twice. I parry his lead hand with my rear hand. I parry his rear hand with my lead, right? So I parry with the hand farthest away. 1, 2, right? Second is the object. The object isn't to push his hand way over like that to the side. The object is, when he jabs, is to go forward, like a sword, like this. And his arm gets redirected just slightly out of the way, right? So I'm not parrying like this, across. I'm parrying forward, right? Later, if I was boxing, I would parry and slide that up and go ahead and hit him. I'd go boom like that, straight in, not side to side. You guys understand what I'm saying? So your parry should be forward to the center line of your body. Okay, so take a minute now. One side throws the jab cross, the other side parry. Move a little bit. Try to catch the form. Time. Other side, try.
We're moving ahead, guys.
Okay, now we've been working on these series a little bit on and off. He's gonna throw the jab cross. 1, 2. I'm gonna catch the cross, and I want to rehearse up. Why aren't you working? Turn to elbow. So switch sides. So it goes 1, 2, 1, 2. This is what it looks like. 1, 2. When you do it by yourself, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wave, comb your hair, take a drink of water. Wave, wave, comb your hair, take a drink of water. Right? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Time. Okay, now we've been working on this series, so hopefully we'll be able to make it. He's going to throw 1, 2. I'm going to parry 1, 2. I'm going to come up to the side, turn to the straight arm bar. Who remembers that? Right? So your series is 1, 2, 3. You turn, right? I just do it over and over. 1, 2, right? Do it again. 1, 2, right? Over and over and over again. You understand? You don't have to throw them. You don't have to go through the corner. You just want to repeat, 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 and go. That's smooth. Come in a little. Okay. So do it to me. Just sort of close in a little. Again. Did you guys switch sides already? Okay, let's side turn. Go. Okay, now.
Get ready, Angelina.
Okay, now watch. He's gonna throw his rear hand. I'm gonna parry to the inside, just as I did. 1, 2. 1, 2. So put your hands like this. Okay.
Put your hands out like this.
This is the inside of his body, and this is the outside. Okay. Time. Okay, so now come, everybody now. Just so you can see. Come up here so you can see. It's everything in between his arms is considered the inside of his body, and everything on the outside is the outside. If his arms are wide, this is still the inside. I have to get all the way out here to be on the outside. You understand what I'm saying? If his arms are like really close together, like when you box, right? So you stand there like this, right? You see how? You see how close this is? So this is the inside now, and all of this is the outside. So how a person's posture is determinate about, which path you're going to take, because you don't know if you're, am I dealing with the inside line, am I dealing with the outside line? So watch. What he's going to do is he's going to throw his jab or his cross. This is the outside, which is infinitely easier to show. The inside is here. It's the same. Leave it there straight, right? Just 1, 2, 3. Now, what's different about where I'm hitting it? Right. So look, I could be on the outside, and I could hit him like that. I could go here, and instead of going here, boom, I can go in. You see what I'm saying? On the inside, it's just a little bit more self-evident, right? Could I go here and like hit him in the bicep? Boom, like that. Could I do that? Sure. Could I hit him here? Sure. Could I hit him there? Sure. Could I hit him here? Sure. Right? The point is, I went to the inside, boom, and there's going to be my hit. You follow what I'm saying? So watch. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. Because I want you to do that now. Do it for a minute. Inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. Repetition. So you're gonna start right. Should go to the outside as we did before. All right. Now just go to the inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Good. Inside. Same thing. Correct. Outside. Inside. So same thing. Parry underneath, comb your hair. So when you go to the inside, parry. Now slide up and comb your hair, and then. Don't make a big deal out of it. Just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Let the other side dry. Outside. Outside. Look how good your outside. Inside. No. Good. Outside. The outside. 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 Hey, that was good. Now, did you find it? Did you find it? Yeah. It's good to see this when you're little, because you might have trouble navigating it physically, but in your mind, you guys are young, so you're going to soak it up. Now, you're gonna throw a punch. Watch, we're gonna do a little drill. It's like patty cake. And you don't have to be like that. You can just be like this. So this is very good, boom, for learning. It's very good for learning, right? But does anybody in this room, and you've all, 1, 2, 3, all you kids have all competed and won medals at the national championships. Correct? So we have a room full of national medalists, USNCAP medalists. Have you ever done this in the middle of your fight? Never. It never happened. It never happened, right? You fought like this, right? Because this is the teaching method, right? To develop the skill. This is the application, right? The application is more fluid. Do you follow what I mean? Okay. So here, right, at advanced level, right? We don't need to go like this, right? Just stand as you are, right? And you throw your punch. Okay. So now look, I'm gonna go like this. 1, 2, parry. That's the comb your hair move. I'm gonna slide down and I'm gonna trap and hit you back. And as I hit you, you're gonna parry. No, you're gonna trap instead of the elbow, trap, hit back. Down you go. Punch. So look, 1, 2, 3. Correct. 1. Now, you could skip it and just hit me back. It will be okay. It wouldn't be wrong. But you'd be missing this. See what I'm saying? You're missing that. You'd be missing this. Right? You'd be missing this at the same time. Boom! Right? You'd be missing that. You'd be missing trapping and hitting, right? So guard up, right? You'd be missing trapping and hitting. So by skipping parts of the drill, you miss parts of what's happening, right? So punch, I go parry, just like I was going to do that, but I'm going to slide past. I'm going to trap and punch. So parry it, slide past, trap, correct. 1. Slide past. Trap, right? 1. Punch it. Good. Good. Now you have to pass that on to him. You probably know that, so you should get up and help. Take your shoes off and go help somebody. Come help him, because he knows it. No, he knows all of this. So look. 1, 2, trap, hit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Just do the movement so your body knows it.
It's been a while. Trap and hit. So here's what we're doing. Like just a straight punch. It's parry. We started here. And then we went to here. And then we went to here. Okay. Now we're going to go here. 1, 2, parry. Like we're going to do that. Trap and hit. Trap it this way. So just take your time. Trap it this way. So we continue the same here. So 1, 2. I want him to get the good thing.
Enough silly to go in your hair, Kevin.
They don't know. They don't know.
Come on, go.
What year is it? No, you have to go to. Yeah. John, so it's super funny, right? Because and man, you the internet and talk to my students. It's funny, right? Because as I said 5 minutes ago, all of these kids are medalists at the national championship. Some of you are national champions, right? And a simple game of karate patty cake escapes you. You know what I'm saying? You know, the concept escapes you. And it's very funny because it really shouldn't be that way. I mean, it should be very simple. But it has to do with your energy, right? It's hard for you guys to do a skill drill because all you want to do is win. I just want to win. Right? There's no winning in the skill drill. The winning is that you do the drill, right? So you have to relax a little bit. You have to slow down a little bit, which is contrary to your being, right? You have to relax it. Okay, Jack. So here's So look, this is parrying, and the hand coming underneath like this, right? It's important because we need to learn how to use two hands at one time. I got to parry and hit at the same time. We're boxing, right? He throws his cross, I parry, boom, and I trap his hand up against his body at the same moment. And then I turn, boom, pow, like, boom, for just for an example. That's something I would do to you if Mo would let me on a Friday night. Okay. One. This hand, right? It represents hitting, like it represents many things. From a boxing standpoint, it represents throwing the other hand, right, into the parry. But from a martial standpoint, it represents the ability to navigate the punch and return fire with the other hand. Right? So I could do like boom, and then look, I got his leg, and now I'm inside. Just for example, it'll just be like a quick little example, right? He punches, and I hit to the inside, and I collapse his hand. Right? Look what happened to the arm. See how it collapses? I could hit it, right? So I'm gonna attack the bicep or attack the nerve up in here, right? Or attack the top of your deltoid, for example, right? It slows things down. I collapse it, boom, and then come over, boom, right? Just see how those pieces start to go together, right? But it's hard to just. It's really hard to just, people punch fast. So like punch and pull it back. Yeah, it's just not going to happen that way. It happens, in the sloppiness of fighting is how it happens. Is when people are mad, like everybody watches MMA, nobody's punching like this. Nobody's doing that. They do like this. Like everything's 100%. Everything's 100%. So what happens is it's when he swings and misses, boom. Then we close the distance, we bump each other, right? That you start to apply things. It doesn't happen like neat and clean at the far distance. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay, now in this picture. So he goes one. I'm on the inside. I'm on the inside. I'm on the outside. We do it back. Now what? Okay, all right, go. Slow. Okay, now look. I'm gonna parry. I'm gonna trap to the inside. And that's gonna be two. All right, now we're gonna move on. The jab cross, right? And we're gonna stay in the same vein. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna turn. Right? Go again. Watch what happens. 1, 2. I don't have to go here. I can hit, right? I can go in, for example, right? And just see this turn, right? Go again. 1, 2. Now I'm gonna pull instead of going here. I'm gonna pull this down. I'm gonna go forward like this with the elbow. So the series looks like this now. 1, 2. Boom. Then I'm gonna pull here to go here. Right? And you don't have to throw right now, just go that far. So I go 1, 2. So you see all the stuff that's happening? It's a lot, right? Once again, so you punch, I go, boom, 1, 2, 3. You got hit about 5 times, right? And now I'm gonna roll them like whoosh like this, right? Boom, I'm gonna throw it. Look, they all put the hand there, right? It's okay. Boom, I switch, boom, right? So where do we get that skill from? From throwing the knees. So it's 1, 2, right? Switch, right? It's hit to the side, hit up the middle, hit to his leg, right? Did you see what I'm saying? All right. So your series goes 1, 2. Boom. That's that elbow. Boom. It doesn't really matter where you hit. You hit the bicep, and when you open, it'll be at the neck. You could hit the deltoid. When you open up, it'll be at the neck. You hit him in the hand, and when you karate chop him out, you'll be at the neck. It doesn't matter. As long as you hit him, as long as you hit him with your elbow and you open it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Doesn't matter. 1, 2, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Boom! Throw the knee. Can you guys find that? How do you practice at home? You go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's in the Jurus, man. It's all in the Jurus. This is the Juru. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the Juru. Juru. 1, 2, 6. Parry. 2, 3, 4, 5. What does that look like? It looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing. Try it. You too, try it. Go slowly. One, 3. Boom. Elbow. See you guys. I'll break it. Don't stop. Do like we did with no, 3. Cross. All right, the rest of it. That. Yeah. Get back to you. Like look at this. So this, yeah. Okay, so get down block. This is sensor. Then you come across the elbow. Yeah, no. Yeah, perfect. Moving on. Yeah, you got 15 minutes. Okay. So look, he throws like a jab cross. Boom. And I'm taking my back leg and I'm like pushing it. Boom, like that, right? To distract him, to wreck his timing, to hurt him, but mainly for his brain. Like he's thinking, I'm gonna punch you in the face. And right when he does it, I kick him in the leg. So now he's like, I got kicked in the leg. Hurt. So he throws the punch, right? We're working off the rear one. To me, it doesn't matter which one he throws. To me, but we're in class. He throws one, boom. It's like 1, 5, right? And I'm gonna pick this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now look, I'm gonna make a little figure 4 over this one, and I'm just gonna sink down a little bit like this and create a straight arm bar for a minute by making a figure 4 across. Watch again. Punches, boom, boom. So I pulled him down. Boom, I hit him once, and then I clamped onto this arm here. And here's how I'm doing it. So he punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All I'm doing is wrapping around, laying this across his elbow, actually a little higher than his elbow, right? I put my hands there a little bit and I just push down a little bit like this. I keep it sort of close to me, right? Not out here, close, so I can just drop my body weight down like this, right? And I'm trying to get him. Right? I'm trying to get him here, just above his elbow on the tricep, like that. Right? It's just for a moment. Next is I'm gonna wrench his elbow. So I'm gonna go boom like this and bring it around and fold it up behind him. See it? All right, so the series looks like this. Goes punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold him there just briefly. Makes him bend over. But it's a bad control position. It's a good reaction position, but it's a bad control position. So I'm going to move to a better one. I'm going to wrench it and step in behind like this. For it is basically a Kimura behind his back, right? And I want to stay close because he's going to want to step, right? And so when I pull this up behind his back like this, he's going to go up on his tippy toes. He's going to want to step around me, right? Because he's going to try to make that pain go away like that, right? But I'm going to hold it. Some downward pressure on his shoulder, right? Also helps. Okay, do you see? So one more time. You okay? So it goes 1. I fold it up like this. That was going slow. I want to put a little straight arm bar on him, like this. But it's a good reaction position. It means they react to it. They bend, they jerk a little bit, they react to it. But it's not a good control position because he could step out of this pretty easy, right? So, but I want him to react to it, and then I'm going to wrench his elbow. I'm going to come up behind with my fingers like this. See, I'm gonna. See what I'm doing? You got to sort of, like a motorcycle. You got to turn the fuel on like that. You got to twist it back, right? And as you wrench it, you bend it. Boom! And as soon as it bends, you follow it, and you make a figure 4 out of it, right? So the figure 4 is, MMA people know this as a Kimura, right? I call it. I'm just making a figure 4, and I got him like this for a second, up behind his back. You guys can find it. Find it? Okay, try. Go slowly. Go slowly. All of these things are valid. So like all it's all valid. You could do it all. It's all valid, right? You might start to try to do a high one, but he pushes. I could feel he pushes. He doesn't want that. So that's why I pass him down. There's another hit or two. Boom, right? I feel his arm, so I'm gonna bring down like this, just above the elbow, right? And I get the reaction. I get a little bend over, right? But it's a bad control position. You feel that, right? Exactly. So what I want to do is I want to wrench it and get up and around behind it like this, right? So I have a better control position, right? This reaction, people are going to react to that briefly, but you're going to be able to maintain this one better. Does that make sense? Right, so you go 1. So all of these things. So look at all the things that are happening. Right. So how many times are we getting hit? Are we getting hit a lot? Right. So boom, boom, a bunch of times. Pass this down, and I'm up. Right. So even here, right, because you're stiff and you're strong, right? Is some I might have to boom, so like look how short this distance is. Boom, boom, right? Like Connor did, like this with his shoulder, right? Same thing, man. Don't think that won't hurt, because it will. boom, right? And then I cut, and then I get some knees, and then I see him bending forward, which I want. So I come down like this, right? But it's a bad control position. I got the reaction, but he's not gonna stay here. So as soon as I feel the moment, I wrench it up behind, like this, right? So I have that Kimura from behind, right? Even when he tackles me, I'm gonna hold this, and we're gonna go to the ground. I'm gonna put it on him while we're on the ground. You see it? Mm-hmm. Even when we go down, we're gonna keep that. All right, try it slowly. Okay. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I had my hand like this, but right hand's gonna go on top. All right. Down with this. You guys fine? Yeah. Okay, so look, you're there. So I got here. Boom, boom. Now look, I lay this over the top. See, bend it for me. Bend it for me. So yeah, I roll it over with your right hand on your left hand. Yeah. He's kind of bending the boom. So like, there's one. You see that? Straight away. Now I'm going to pull it. I want it to be. And I'm going to grab his wrist and hold it in like that. I told you. Left hand on top of the right. Once I get wrist holding with the right hand.
Yeah, that's the one.
Twist, and I bend it on purpose, and I reach out and grab his wrist, and I pull it in, and I grab one here. Yeah, yeah, so. Okay. All right. Yeah. Fine. The thing is, it's really hard to keep them in this position, right? So I get the reaction of it. Now I'm going to transition. Watch how you do it. Reach around and grab like this. Time. Going back to you. It's like a Kimura. It's basically a Kimura on your feet, and when he tackles you and takes you down, you're going to keep it. You're going to go to your back. You're going to roll over like this and drive his head into the mat. He's going to be laying. You're going to be hitting. He's gonna be, his forehead's gonna be on the mat, and you're gonna be twisting his arm up behind his back. Right there. We got it. Yep. Okay. Okay. Will says we're out of time.
All right, hey guys, thanks for working with us at home. I know this was a little tough to do on your own. The key things to remember on this when you're working out by yourself is the parry, comb your hair, elbow, working the body. 1, 2, 3. You know, and then you can do the elbow here to the out. Remember, when you're doing the out, I'm gonna do it on my face here. I'm getting my eyeballs. I got your eyeballs. You see what I'm saying? So when you do out, that's you hitting their eyeballs. So so 1, 2, 3, 4, out. That's and then from there you can work it also. It's a little harder. It's a little harder to do the knee and all that. So the muscle memory at home is the one that's the part that's really difficult to do. If you get the muscle memory at home, when you come back to the dojo, you'll be able to do it to all the other people. Now, Angelina, you got Tebby. Maybe you talk her into coming there and getting beat up by you. No? Okay. Maybe you could, but it's hard to say because
No can do. She already knows.
she won't do it.
No can do. She already knows.
So anyways, but try to work those at home and try to do both sides. So not just the one, the left, you could do the right, parry, up, elbow, elbow, back. So try to work those things on with your body at home. I know this was a little bit harder concept to do at home by yourself. All right, that being said, film your katas. I want to see your katas. Send them to me. Let's get them going. We'll have class on Friday. Fridays be kumite class. That's point sparring kumite. So that's going to be actual kumite drills, things like that we're going to be doing. All right. I hope to see you guys soon. You know where I'm at. Talk to you later.